Hello, Michael Finn, holistic exercise and lifestyle coach, and today we're going to talk about quieting down the monster inside your brain and or your tummy that makes it difficult for weight loss and or to manage cravings and to eat healthier food so that we feel better and happier and healthy throughout the rest of our life. All right, so I know these things exist. I have an overeating disorder myself. So if I eat the wrong foods, or especially at the wrong times, or too many of them, or day after day, it's going to make me want to crave more, and it's going to make me want to eat more. This is why I always talk about eating whole, real food. Whole, real, super high quality meats, high quality fruits and vegetables and raw honey and raw dairy if you can tolerate it, things like that, all right? All those things are really good, and especially the proteins and the fats and the meats are going to make you satisfied, and they're going to calm that monster down, which is why I typically recommend that people start their meal off with proteins and fats, and that way it will stimulate leptin hormone in your body to try to calm things down that way, and it will make you more satiated so that you maybe eat a little bit less. Eating slowly helps with this too, all right? And those are conversations I've had many times. Other big things are focusing on having a plan and being picky. So when I say being picky and having a plan, it's a matter of pay attention to how many times you have treats. So marking it down. Don't try to remember it in your brain because you'll forget. Especially if you're eating too many treats, you're going to have foggy brain anyway and you're not going to be able to remember. So write it down, put something on your fridge, make a note on your phone, whatever it is. So, if you want to text me about it, and I'll track it for you. But the big key is find out how many times you're having a treat right now and do it less, okay? Ideally no more than once a week, but if you're doing treats like 7 days a week, well, try to shoot for like every other day out of the week and get down to that, and then when you get good at that, you can do less. So, but pay attention to how frequently you're doing it, because even for me, if I have treats 2 days in a row, well, guess what? Day 3, I want a treat bad. So, and it's because your body gets used to that, and it gets used to that stimulation, and it wants more. So you have to be careful. You've got to stay on top of it, and you have to have awareness of what's going on in your body, so, and how it's making you feel. So that's one part of it, is paying attention to how frequently, trying to get down to once a week. And then you can also do certain periods of time. You'll see that I put out things about challenges that I do. Let's go a month with no treats. I typically don't have very many or any treats anywhere between the end of April and mid-August, because that's all my competition time. So I skip all treats during that period of time pretty much, because I want to perform at my best, and I know even one is going to reduce my performance level. So I skip them all at that period of time, and I eat 100% clean. So there's that. Then the other big aspect that we need to think about is being picky about what we are going to have, so that maybe it's not quite as damaging to our body, or doesn't create quite the craving that it might if we did it in a different way. As an example, so if someone offers me some commercial candy or something like that, something that you see advertised on TV all the time, that particular candy is going to be loaded with chemicals and flavorings and colorings and all sorts of other junk. And I don't want any of that. Number one, I've eaten so clean for such a long period of time, it actually doesn't even taste good to me. It just tastes like chemicals now. So it didn't used to 25 years ago, but now it tastes like chemicals because I've cleaned all the chemicals out of my body. So it doesn't taste very good to me. So say like a chocolate bar that's a commercial brand chocolate bar. I don't want to name names. You guys know them all. So it's going to have a bunch of chemicals in there, and it's not going to taste like chocolate to me, because if I'm going to have chocolate, I go out and I buy a really good, super high quality, clean chocolate with no additive things in there, no soy lecithin, no all this other stuff. It's just chocolate. And it tastes amazing, okay? So I will be picky. If someone offers me a chocolate bar and I go, oh yeah, well that might be nice, but I don't really want that. What I will do is go, oh well, I kind of do want a chocolate bar and it's been a week, so I could have one. Well, when I go home, I'll have a couple of pieces of chocolate then when I go home, and I will treat myself that way. Or instead of having, once again, some, commercially made or grocery store made cookies or something like that, once again, that will have preservatives and colorings and flavorings and lots of processed sugar in them, I will make my own with much better quality ingredients that don't have all the additives and the preservatives, and I will treat myself to that. So once a month I typically make a pretty big batch of treats, and I'll have maybe 2 or 3 over the course of 1 week sometimes, depending upon the time of year, obviously not in the training season. But I will be picky about what I have, and I always have proteins and fats first. And that way when I have my treat, I don't have a problem with wanting to have more, or it's easier to eat less of it and it's easier to stop and not go crazy. So sometimes you'll actually see me eating like a steak and some ice cream, because they will actually counterbalance each other, and I'll have the steak, which will be really healthy, and I will have some ice cream, which will be really good high quality because it will have be made with coconut milk instead of regular milk, because I kind of react to regular milk. And that way I do really well with my balance, and then I don't have so much cravings to eat more. All right, so if you have questions, reach out. Try to keep that monster in your body under control best that you can, and see how the practice will go of having some fewer treats, and be pickier. Really only choose the things that really, really are amazing and super quality, and I promise you it will help you to be happier and healthier all the rest of your life. Look forward to seeing you all in the next video, and have a happy and healthy day.